lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you, without you, without you, without you.
So, some people had recommended that I start watching Angry Grandma after all those controversies with Michael Green and Angry Grandpa, and I kid you not, this shit is actually kind of funny.
Well, Granny, maybe you'll like the gifts I got you.
My Little Pony, the movie. What the
I thought you wanted to see that.
no?
Hey!
Oh, come on, I've met some of those people, man, come on. Some of those people in that film are not that bad, and that film's not that bad either. I mean, for an animated, but still.
Maxie Moxie, the great hippie heroes. What the I don't know what the this is, but
Hey! That one had a Blu-ray feature,
I
Granny.
don't give a what it had on it. Why the would I want to watch this movie, Lego movie? I don't even play Legos or nothing else, mother.
Don't you like Batman?
I was going to sell these on eBay for $250 because the guy's an ass. But you know what? Maybe they make for good door stoppers. My personal case, good for holding up drunk decisions this year. Who cusses somebody out over asking for an apology? That's what I want to know. It's funny how California Pizza Kitchen is like, here, get a $10 pizza on us. Bro, the last time I ever had California Pizza Kitchen, I kid you not, it looked like something I was served out of a World Central kitchen. Like I was on my last desperate pleas for life. It was awful. Like, it literally looked like this chef took a bunch of great value shit, slapped it on the pizza, put it in the oven, and said, you know what, here's your slice, fuck you. Never again am I doing that restaurant. That restaurant can suck my balls. There's something that I want to talk about that's been bothering me while we're on our countdown. The recent performance at Everfree Northwest this year. And I kid you guys not, I could not be making this shit up. Like, this was my second year there, and you know, a lot of people call the venue home, but I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling it at this event. So, when we had a VIP dinner back in August, one of our good paying, high tier sponsors, who probably spent like over a couple $1,000s to be at this event, was having a emotional breakdown. Like, this dude was like crying for 30 minutes straight, and I gave him a shoulder to cry on. And Vincent Tong, who does the voice acting for Sandbar, he noticed this act of generosity and basically talked about it on Twitter. And it's pretty crazy how a Netflix/Hasbro celebrity witnessed an act of generosity when some organizers sat there and did nothing. This was after I had shared the photo on Twitter, and Vincent Tong, the voice actor for Sandbar, said, "Nice meeting you too. I really appreciated the comfort you gave your friend when he really needed a shoulder to cry on. You are a good man." Vincent Tong was one of our guests of honor of 2025. And this was the first ever time that I ever met Vincent Tong, and he was definitely a great person. He was there that night at the VIP table when he saw this act of generosity. Now, the whole situation that night was one of our high-tier sponsors was in a complete emotional breakdown. Like, the dude was crying for like over 10 minutes straight, and I saw this action, and I went over there just to make sure he was okay. The part that pisses me off is the fact these organizers did nothing. I messaged the board of directors who was there that night through his Discord DMs, and I got no reply to it. And I went and had a in-person conversation with another organizer. And this organizer, after I told him about what was going on, told me, and I quote, "Unfortunately, there's not anything we can do in a situation like this. You're telling me that you can't get up and make sure that this dude is okay after he's lining your pockets with thousands of dollars to keep your event running. You can't give him a tissue or something, or give him a shoulder to cry on just to make sure this dude's being okay. What the kind of organizer are you where you show no regards to a person that lines your pockets full of cash, and he's over here having an emotional situation to the point where a non-member such as myself has to get my ass up to give him a shoulder to cry on just to make sure he was okay? Now, I didn't have anything else to do on that schedule that weekend, so of course I stood around to help this guy to make sure that he was okay to, get out of the VIP event. But what kind of event are you running where one of your organizers basically says, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do in a situation like this? That just proves that there is some unprofessionalism going on that really needs to be looked into. I spent 2 years at BabsCon putting my foot down to try to help save that event out in San Francisco, to come back to this, to come back to, you know what, this guy that's putting money in our pocket. Is that the whole situation that we're freaking discussing now? And every single time I had an emotional breakdown at the event in California, people gave me a shoulder to cry on. People told me that everything was going to be okay. People told me that they're appreciative for everything I've done, and that, we're friends for God who knows how long, which as of right now, it's some long-term, tight-knit friendships that are still going on, even a couple months later, like almost half a year later. And I come back to this event for the first time in 2 years, and this is how things are done. Like, if you want to support this event, go for it. But I'm just pointing out a really jacked up situation that happened with me recently, that one of our good-paying, high-tier sponsors put some good money on the table just to be told to f*** off. Like, really? You're going to leave it up to a non-member such as myself to help de-escalate a situation instead of going up and seeing if this guy's okay, or giving him some words of advice to help him through a tough time, or giving him a tissue or something? Is that really how this thing is being run? Jesus Christ, kind of looks like Mountain Dew down there. That's all radiator fluid, because we're going to have to change this out. Look at that. Mountain Dew, yum. That's not really Mountain Dew, but it kind of looks like it. Looks like the original Mountain Dew flavor. Nothing says buying birthday supplies like going to f***ing Wally World. I almost grabbed a 6 on accident. I almost went backwards in time. Didn't I just have a 2? I know for sure I just grabbed a 2. You know what? I like the Lego brick colors, but you know what? Got a better idea. Yeah. Now we're ready to party. That's right, I buy my own cake. I buy my own liquor. I don't buy my own presents though. But hey, I buy my own cake. I'll never forget about you, old friends. I busted my balls to try to help save your event, and that's all that matters. Even if it's been 11 years, you guys treated me better than most of the people at Everfree Northwest. Aw, dude, we already know. Yeah, it's that time of the year again, baby. We got some honey wine from Denmark. You know what the sad thing about this is? It went up $5 in price, probably because of like import fees or tariffs or whatever the f***. But we got some Denmark wine. We got some Walmart red velvet. Now all we're just missing is that huge list of restaurants that's offering out free items. Who knows? Maybe next year for our 3rd year will be a little bit different, But until then, I'm done doing events for now. I've already done 2 events this year. I gotta renew my tags. I gotta do some parts on my car. I gotta freaking go make some big money to plan ahead. I think I'm done for this year, man. I'm gonna say one thing, you goddamn bastard. When I come back next year, I expect a lot more professionalism, because that was f***ed up. The fact that this was my 2nd year there, and I had to hold the shoulder for somebody to cry on who was having an emotional situation when somebody said that there was unfortunately nothing they could do. Bullshit. I expected more from you. Man, just to think the event 2 years ago was better than this year.